For as long as I can remember, I was told my parents, the Alpha and Luna of the Graceland Pack, were slaughtered in a rogue attack. I was only 4 years old when the Sallow Pack found me wandering the woods alone. They took me in, expecting me to be a wolf just like my family, but my 16th birthday came and went, and my wolf never emerged. Without a wolf, I became the pack's punching bag, an outcast enduring brutal beatings, hunger, and isolation. I grew numb to the pain, clinging to the promise that at 18, I would finally be free to live among the humans. Then came the night before my 17th birthday. For the first time, I was summoned to a pack meeting, but on my way to the pack house, they cornered me. Rocks, fists, and heavy boots rained down until my ribs were shattered and my leg was snapped in two. Left alone in the dirt, I dragged myself to a tree and passed out from the excruciating pain. When I finally woke up, it was pitch black and the moon was high in the sky. Suddenly, my skin caught fire. My bones began to separate, pop, and shift abnormally. The realization hit me through the agony. My wolf was finally emerging from its broken cocoon. Alone in the dark, as my bones elongated and fractured 1,000 times over, I stopped fighting. I let my screams fill the night, shifting for the very first time. After years of abuse, I finally fully shifted. A mournful howl tore from my throat, and a powerful magnetic call answered from the distance. My wolf, Ember, was thrilled. Our mate was near. We raced through the trees to a small river, catching a scent like rain on fresh pine trees. But we weren't alone. 4 wolves broke through the tree line, circling us. Among them was a massive midnight black wolf with green and gold eyes. I felt an instant, powerful pull toward him, but a smaller brown wolf viciously lunged, cutting me off. Driven by pure, lethal instinct, I fought back, sinking my teeth into its leg and then pinning it by the throat until it submitted. When the defeated wolf tried to strike again, the midnight black wolf let out a commanding roar of pure authority. Before my eyes, the magnificent black wolf transformed into his human form. He looked like a god, with jet black hair and intense green-gold eyes. Looking directly at me, he commanded, "Shift, mate." As his voice settled into my soul, I shifted back to my human form. Nearby, the defeated brown wolf also shifted. To my astonishment, it was Danielle, the ringleader of the wolves who used to beat me. She sneered, "Dakota, darling, this slave is not your mate. Let's go home now." A possessive growl erupted from my chest as I warned her to get her hands off him, but my mate silenced her instantly. Dakota spoke with finality. "Enough, Danielle, go home. Alone." Pain. That is the only word to describe the feeling of your heart being ripped from your chest. I stood in the woods as my mate, Dakota Warren, the future alpha of the Sallow Pack, looked me in the eyes and rejected me. He shattered our bond simply because he loved someone else. The agony was so unbearable that my wolf, Ember, whimpered and retreated deep inside of me. I collapsed onto the cold ground, crying under the moon until I completely blacked out. 3 days later, I woke up in the home of Noah, the pack's future beta. He had saved me. When I told him about the rejection, his wolf growled in pure fury, but I couldn't stay to watch Dakota love another woman. I needed a transfer out of this pack immediately. Noah accompanied me to the pack house, but on our way to the Alpha's office, we ran into Dakota. Even after discarding me, he had the nerve to growl and demand I take my hands off Noah. I snapped back, reminding him he lost the right to control me the moment he threw me away. But the nightmare wasn't over. When I finally reached the Alpha and demanded my transfer, he looked me in the eye and coldly said, "No." Years of abuse flashed through my mind. This pack was supposed to protect me, yet they wanted to keep me trapped. I stormed out into the fresh air, only for Dakota to block my path again, grabbing my arm and declaring that I wasn't leaving. That was the final straw. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "I, Kinsley Hart, accept your rejection, Dakota Warren." As the final piece of our bond shredded away, Dakota collapsed to his knees, clutching his chest in agony. For the first time, he felt a fraction of the pain he caused me. I didn't look back. I shifted into my auburn wolf and ran toward the border, leaving his painful howls far behind me. Narration. I raced through the forest, the colors blurring as I moved through the trees. I needed to leave, but my steps faltered when a howl sounded, closer this time. It was Dakota. I pushed myself to go faster, breaking through the forest line, but before I could step out onto the grassy plain, I was tackled by a flash of midnight black fur. It was Dakota, the next alpha heir, growling and refusing to back down, trying to force me back into the sallow pack territory. My patience hit its limit. I shot forward, but my advance was met with a searing pain as he sunk his teeth into my shoulder to force me to submit. Refusing to be pushed down anymore, a burst of strength rushed through me, and I shook him off, ripping his teeth from my flesh. Dakota shifted back into human form, pleading with me. He claimed he rejected me to protect me from the pack. Furious, I shifted back to give him a piece of my mind. "Protect me? You asshat, you didn't even give me a chance. Instead, you chose her over me. You know what? You guys deserve each other." My entire life, all I wanted was a wolf, a mate, to be truly loved and cared about. Instead, I was rejected after being abused by the entire pack for years. Do you know what it's like to be shunned and beaten every single day? I prayed to the moon goddess for a mate to save me from this life. Instead, I got you. He said nothing as I spun around and headed for the border. I heard him shifting back into his wolf form behind me as a mournful howl sounded in the distance. I pressed on, stepping onto the grassy plain and shifting into my wolf, finally relishing in my freedom. I bolted forward into the unclaimed territory. It was a dangerous place, meaning I had to be alert for rogues. Hours passed, and as the sun began to set, the forest grew quieter. I needed a safe place to rest, so I took refuge inside a dense, den-like cluster of trees. Staying in my wolf form to remain on alert, I collapsed into the den and drifted off to sleep. Suddenly, snap, snap. I snapped my eyes open. The evening was perfectly still, with no wind to help me scent the air. I slowly rose from my sleeping position, readying myself for an attack. Peering into the pitch-black darkness just feet away, my heart dropped. I spotted glowing red eyes. Rogues.